May profits be upon you. I hope you guys are doing well. And I say you guys, I'm talking about viewers. That's all, fellow traders on this journey of ours, right? Look, my peoples, we're going to look at gold right now, right? I think there's an opportunity this week to catch a really, really nice gold trade. All right. Let's take a look at the weekly. It's not easy to look at this price action and just say, there's a short or a long or whatever. It's not. You got to go into it a little bit. But what I want you to do is take this walk with me. All right. Now you see what the price action has been since, for the last, since 2020, all the way over. It's gone down, lower lows, lower highs. We've been in this range, right? And since, I guess, March of 2022, this year, we've been making, from this high, we've been making, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And we're on our way to doing what? Exactly. We're looking for that next lower high. We're looking for the next expectational structure point. There you go. I like that. I like that word. I think I'm the first one to say it. Anyway, I want to see the lower high being formed here. Why? Why would I expect it here? Because if you put your Fibonacci retracement tool from the swing high to the swing low, this is the weekly time frame now. The swing high to the swing low here, all right, to measure the correction. We're already in the zone area. This is golden ratio. Anything above the 50% level is where I would start looking for the formation of a lower high. All right. This is the optimal areas to look for. Oh, come on with this. God, they did it to me again. All right. Between the golden ratio 618 and 705, 786, these are the best areas. This one better than this one better than this one for a discount price to take a short. Because what we're looking for is that lower high to be formed so we can make that lower low and continue this bearish trend on this time frame, which is the weekly. All right. Oh, what the heck just happened, man? Don't believe me. Believe you me, this thing is driving me crazy when it does that. Oh, thank you. All right. For some reason, my Control Z button is causing this thing to have a conniption. I don't know what's going on. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for shorts. All right, but we have bullish order flow, don't we? We have bullish this is just bullish order flow. We have bullish momentum. I mean, I need to see price turn around, right? Now, we are, I want to make sure we get in on this. All right. You see, we're already looking for that structure point. We know where to look for that. All right. Prices coming to this lower low, lower high, lower low. This whole range between this lower low, and this lower high, this whole range is the range of supply. And I would have it from here to here, all the way over. I'm waiting for price to come back into this range, all right, generally speaking, so I can look for bearish price action, because that's what I'm expecting. With me so far? Now, I'm going to put this back over here. All right, is that where I had it? No, that's not where I had it. I had it over here, right here. Okay, so now, you see this big old doji? I remember this was made by News and stuff, if I can remember correctly, because it kind of whipped high and whipped low and just sauteed everybody in between. But I want you to see that we are contacting the weekly supply. Let's go to the daily. Where is my daily supply? In this area, right? Look at this candle here. This last bullish candle, lovely rejection, the buy up before the aggressive sell-off. So for me, this represents supply. All right. Now, but I want to take your eye to something else. All right. We are bearish once we break that low. This swing low, swing high, swing low. Once you break the swing low, you are bearish. Got it? The market is bearish. All right. So I want you to see that there was demand here. You see how price came down and then did his little dance here, and price took off. Price came back down, reacted to this demand area, came up, chopped up a little bit, came down, retest again. All of these are mitigations. All right. Price can't get a close down below until it got over here. Then we crashed right through. All right. The demand that was left, the supply that was left behind that is responsible for breaking this demand. That's where I'm looking for price to give me a setup. And what would I be looking for? I'll be looking for the same thing I always look for. A high to be made, a pullback, a higher high, a break of that low, all right, which would represent market structure, breaking of market structure, and then a pullback to the supply that are responsible for breaking that low. All right, a return to impulse, if you will. And then we take it on down. All right, I got a good reason to look for that here, because this is the area where this pullback is coming to, where I would expect a lower high to be made for the lower time frame. Okay. Also, lots of reasoning here. I forgot to mention this on the weekly. All right. You see how price tapped this demand here? This is demand here. All right. I don't have it illustrated right now because we're in, I refined it down to here, but this is where I would have put the demand, right? Demand was formed here. We came down, mitigated, pushed back up, came down again with another mitigation. You know, look where it closed. Look where it closed. This is all the retest. And here we are, the deepest one, right? Well, one of the deepest one. We're still not getting past it because we are now testing the extreme of daily and weekly demand. All right, the extreme of it. All right, and still price is holding. All right, so we have this rejection up here coming up to that weekly zone. All right, and now we can see there is a daily zone here. All right, responsible for the break of this demand zone. So we have a supply zone that price is in contact with, has mitigated already, and we already see how the close of the daily candle on Friday is. It was very bullish, and it looks like we're going to take this high, and I would expect this high to be taken, but I want to see if this high will be protected, all right, and turn price around, and so we can get something like this here. This is where I would love to take a short. All right, I am short. I'm looking for short. My bias is short. Okay, the only way I would be looking for longs. All right, we have FOMC. We have FOMC coming up on Wednesday. All right, that's going to mess around with the US dollar, which is against this gold. And if the the interest rate is hiked up just 50 base percentage points as opposed to 75 like they did last time, you'll see price in gold go up. All right, and I will be prepared for that, but I'm not going to be prepared to take longs from here. No. I want to see a break of I need to see the failure, put it that way. I need to see the failure of supply. All right. You know, a good sign would be is if we break these lower zones of supply. I need to see a daily, at least a daily zone of supply fail and price come back to the demand that broke it, so that I could take a high probability trade to the upside. And honestly speaking, I need to see this weekly demand fail. I need to see this one fail and then come back so I can take that long from here. Man, I did a lot with all of this just now. I want to get rid of that stuff. I don't like a whole lot of markings on my chart, and my buttons is not working properly for some reason. So what I'm going to do is use this. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to use, I would prefer to see that price clears this. All right. Because I don't want it to turn around. I get involved in a long here after, or a long here after it breaks the supply zone. I get involved here just to have it get rejected up here. I don't want to see that and kill my trade, because I'm still looking for the lower high to be made. That is the whole key for me. That lower high is going to be made in this area. And we have a supply here that could turn price around. If price reaches up here, I'm going to be looking for bearish price action until it breaks that weekly supply. All right, this would confirm it for me. Here, we get up here, price comes down to the zone that the demand zone, and I'll be taking a high probability trade up. But I'm not doing that, not while price is in a downtrend and we're looking for a lower high to form in this area. So I'm looking for low for shorts. You see the scenarios that I'm looking at. All right, and I'm hoping that this makes sense to you. 4 hours, if we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see it clearly. This is where the demand failed. You see the reaction here. This is why I'm looking here. I would like to see, come on, man. Oh, wow. I would like to see if this high gets taken, but this high gets respected. If it comes up higher up here, I'm looking for this scenario. I'm looking for this scenario, whether it hits here or whether it hits here. I'm looking for this scenario. Got it? I need that lower high to form. But I will tell you, if this has a 2 zones of supply, or a full daily supply fails, if price fails like so and comes back, I would be very tempted to take this trade, to take a high probability trade to the upside. Why would I call it high probability? I would call it moderately high probability, because there's a lot of liquidity to come get here, and there's a lot of space between this supply up here, all right, the daily supply up here, and where price is at right now. So I have enough range of price to consider taking what do you call a long position. Here's the daily supply, right? You see how it's reacting to that. So there's a lot of space between, down here and up here. And, if price takes out the daily zone of supply, all right, if it takes out the daily zone of supply, I start seeing some supply fail, I might be taking that demand that is responsible for it. I might take it for it. But for me, supplies, the downtrend is what we should be looking at. I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, smash the like button. Do subscribe to my channel. It helps out the very thing that keeps this channel going. That's the algorithm for YouTube. All right, that's what it helps. All right, and do leave a comment. All right, I've been looking to take a short in gold for a minute, man. I'm waiting for this thing to turn over. So we'll see what happens this week. All right, I'll see you in the next video.